Hey, what's up guys, Double J here. Today I wanted to share with you some things that helped me aim better as I started Smite out, as I got into computer games as general, because I was a console man. I played video games on the Wii. Ew, disgusting, I know. But I was mostly used to a controller, and having not really played with a mouse, I had to develop better practices with my aim, timing, everything. And so I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I did that helped me develop my aim and get better overall. First thing you can do is go to a website called aimbooster.com. Now, pretty much what happens is targets show up, and then they'll get to a peak, and then they'll fade away. What you want to do is click them before they fully fade away. Don't be discouraged if you don't do so well or miss a couple times around. It takes a while to get used to it, but it does help you improve your aim and reaction time greatly. Now you're probably wondering, this is great, I'm gonna use this, but how long should I use it? When should I use it? Should I do it an hour a day? I wouldn't take it that severe. This is generally a life rule. If you wanna learn something and you wanna learn it faster or just absorb more information, this works for studying, trying to get better at video games, literally anything. You do it 20 minutes before you go to bed and 20 minutes when you wake up. You do that for a week straight, I can guarantee you, you will see improvement in that first week. Anything you do. I didn't believe that it would work until I tried doing it with Overwatch. I was really shit at that game and wanted to get better with Widowmaker, so I literally just went into bots, practiced sniping for 20 minutes before I went to bed, 20 minutes when I woke up. Within a week, I could tell. Within a day, I could tell I got better at doing it, even though it wasn't much, 40 minutes a day, and I was substantially better, way better. Like, you can practice by playing the game, obviously. That is how you get better at the game, is you play the game. I would say that just doing that 20 minutes of practicing shooting bots probably was equivalent to playing for like 100 hours for a week. I could definitely see a difference, and it was a big one. So I highly recommend anything you're doing, everything what you want to learn in life, 20 minutes before bed, 20 minutes when you wake up, it will do wonders. The next thing that will help your aim out a lot is just knowledge in general.
Knowledge.
How long does it take to shoot your ability? How often are the enemies gonna juke it? How long does it take to get to them? All these things you gotta consider when you're playing the game and trying to aim and hit somebody. Eventually you do it so many times you subconsciously get it down and know the timings and how far ahead to aim them and things. But another thing you gotta think of is what your ping's at, because ping does matter in Smite, definitely, especially with aiming abilities. There's a difference from 60 ping to 100 ping, like by a half foot, but that half foot will make you miss the ability. So you gotta just kind of get used to your ping, and if your ping changes a lot, you are at a big disadvantage. Like, if you have high ping, that obviously sucks, but it is consistent enough to where you can adapt to it and learn. But if your ping's going up and down and fucking everywhere, you're not gonna be able to aim as well. It's just, that's kind of the fact. It takes whatever variables that you can actually account for and just makes more variables and doubles the variables. And it's like, you can't effectively aim when you're under that ping. So just be checking your ping, make sure your ping is constant, whether it's high or it's low. Obviously low is better. And the last thing I want to have you guys think about when you're aiming in Smite is rating your enemies. Now, you've probably heard me say many times that I thought he was gonna juke and then he just walked in a straight line. This all comes back to being able to read your enemies. Obviously, if you can read your enemies, you can hit abilities easier. Let's say you're playing a game against the Hoon bots and you notice every time he jumps away, he always goes to the left for some reason. You can use that for your benefit. You know, like let's say you're playing Raw against the Hoon bats, it always goes left after he jumps for some reason. You know that the second he jumps, he's gonna go left, so you can aim your ult right to the left of him and hit him. You'll notice some enemies don't juke at all. That makes aiming real easy. You could just line it up and bam, knock it down. The hardest thing I think of is when somebody is adaptive in their jukes. They know like when to change it up, when to move. They don't always just go back and forth the set amount of distance every time so you can line it up easy. They change their movement, they're sporadic. One thing I have noticed though is that like with Thanatos ult or some things like that, when somebody's juking, they always give it a second, put it on their character, but don't do anything yet. Don't clicked the button to fire yet, more than likely, most of the time, they will juke back to where they were. So all you have to do is go over to a point where they were at and wait for them to juke back into it, and then you can click. That's where the reaction time training comes in. That's where the aim training comes in. Even the slightest flick can help you get a kill, and that's what I showed you with that first game. It can really help you aim a lot better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. It was just kind of what I've done in the past to help me get better. And you can take these things to heart. You can practice every day. You can get better. Obviously, the thing that's going to help you the most is playing the game. But these are some other things you can try to help you out. Maybe you're just in a rut. You're like, I can't aim for some reason. I just can't do it. These are some things to think about to help you just get back up to speed. Just remember to not tilt yourself. I think that's the biggest thing. If you miss something, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Every single player in Smite has missed something at one point in their life. There is no pro player that has hit every ability in a game. And when you do miss, just think to yourself, I should have adjusted to the left, to the right, or I should have done it earlier. Those little notes in your head will eventually build up to habit, and the more habit you have in the game, the easier it is, the faster you're able to do things. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helped at all, and I will see you guys later. Peace.